Hello and welcome. My name is Samantha Francis, FemmePOWER Educator and your favorite no-nonsense mentor. Right, today I want to go straight into it. So a question that I get asked a lot is, what is a FemmePOWER Educator? So I'm going to discuss that briefly today with you guys, and I'm going to keep it really short and direct to the point. Is basically, I'm the only FemmePOWER Educator in the world for a reason. Now, the reason for that is because I have a unique system. Now, my system supports women that want to learn about how to be in their feminine, but also how to be in their masculine as well. And the reason for this is because, look, times have changed. Women are expected to be mothers, expected to do the stuff that traditionally our mothers, grandmothers, and before them would do, but also bring in the bacon for a lot of us, especially when it comes to single moms, which I've been for like 15 years, right? And that can be really, really hard because we're not designed to be predominantly in our masculine, which is what actually happens for women, a lot of women, especially women that work in corporate as well. You see, the masculine and the feminine are aspects, and it's not connected to anything to do with gender, by the way. It's actually just aspects within us that actually utilize certain parts of us that we can utilize in certain areas. Where often this goes wrong is where a woman may be predominantly in her masculine, in her work, her relationships, her parenting. What can often it can lead to is burnout. And so many women are tired because they're having to do it all. But the reason for that is also because they haven't learned how to utilize their feminine and the masculine, bring them together so that they can be at their optimum best. So when the masculine and the feminine are in union with each other, that's where you find that you're able to bring in more ease and flow, but you're also able to be productive. That's where you find that you can bring the masculine out with work and money and things like that, but you can also relax into the feminine when you come home with your partner. It's about utilizing each one, but also learning how to bring them both together as well. And we are not taught these things in school. We are definitely not taught them by our parents if our parents don't know. So what are we going to be left to do but to operate from a system that actually for a lot of women does not work for them? So I speak to a lot of, over 15 years of working with women, women are scared to be vulnerable. Women have no time to cry. Women have no time for self-care or looking after themselves. And by the way, when I talk about self-care, I'm not just talking about bubble baths, okay? Women have no time to feel anymore. And the problem with that is when we disconnect from feeling, we then step into masculine, which is all about the headspace, all about logic, all about solutions and systems and do, and we get tired, we get sick, we get burnt out, we get depressed because we've stopped feeling. It's about teaching women how to give themselves permission to receive the things they want and live a life they love by utilizing these two aspects. And also I do work with inner child connection as well. I don't go into therapy-based techniques or reactivating old trauma. We connect with the inner child to go forward, not to sit in our pain, okay? I just want to throw that disclaimer out there as well. And actually, when you connect with the inner child, it's beautiful. It's a wonderful, beautiful journey that you will embark on that actually influences your masculine and your feminine. So it's all connected in, okay? So that is my system, and my system works in every single area of your life, okay? And it leaves you feeling fempowered, and that might sound a bit cheesy to kind of say out loud as well, but you're currently residing in your natural state, which is the feminine, okay? And you're empowered because actually you know how to utilize your masculine so that it works for you and not against you, okay? Life doesn't have to be so hard. I'm not here to say it's going to be perfect. I'm not here to say that it is going to you're never going to have a problem again. You know, you're never going to meet a bad guy again, or I'm not here to say that. But what I am here to say is that when you have both your masculine, your feminine, and your inner child working in unity, okay, that is when life begins to change, and change significantly. I've had clients come to me that have never cried before. And by working with the feminine and the masculine and using my system, I've had clients have massive breakthroughs and be able to give themselves permission to release and to be who they truly want to be. And their lives have changed. Their lives have changed. And that's happened in a very short space of time, okay? So if you are living a life that actually doesn't feel right, something maybe feels missing, maybe you don't feel really great, maybe you feel like carrying a load on you all the time, maybe you're just used to living in struggle and that's all you know, maybe that's all you've grown up seeing and that's just been your life thus far, I'm here to tell you that we can change that. And if you work with me, we will change that, because I'm absolutely no nonsense. That's another thing people ask me, well, what does no nonsense mean? Actually, it means I'm not here for your BS. Basically, I'm not here to hear your excuses. I'm not here to validate your excuses. I'm not going to be like some of your friends that maybe would be like, they're there. I'm really sorry. Yeah, he's a horrible person, or she's this or she's that. I'm here to expand you. I'm here to crack you wide open and hold you accountable and say, right, this is your life. Let's create it your way, but let's also be accountable and responsible for what plays out in your world. So you actually feel like you have control over your world and it's not like the world coming at you. Because when we have that, we master the ability to create, because we're in a much more empowered and confident state. So I hold you accountable lovingly, by the way. I teach you everything you need to know, but I don't just teach you it, I show you how to embody it. Okay, you can go on Google and you can learn all sorts of things, okay, but it's the embodiment piece that is the game changer for you. And it's the embodiment piece that I see a lot of women lacking in, and that's because they haven't had the right mentorship or people leading them and holding them accountable. Okay, so that is what a FemmePOWER educator is. And the FemmePOWER system works, like I say, for every single area of your life, whether it's relationships, dating, money, work, friends and family, what else is it, health and wellness. It can work. It is such a beautiful framework, and it encompasses so many different parts to it. Obviously, the basics I've given you is the feminine, the masculine, and the inner child, but there's so much more to it. And every time we work together, it gets deeper and deeper and more bespoke for you, because your energetic blueprint will be very different to mine. It will be very different to Susan next door, so we work on a very deep and personal level to ensure that you're getting the results that you want for your life. And I'm here with you, always by your side, empowering you, supporting you, and loving you throughout. And I just love what I do. So in a nutshell, that is what a FemmePOWER educator is. And like I say, there's nothing else out there like my system. There is nobody else out there like myself. I am the only FemmePOWER educator, and for good reason as well. So I hope that explains any questions you may have had, and I will see you all very, very shortly. Bye-bye.